at the Indy 500 with all my friends. Excited to be here for the first time.
Today, Caitlin Clark stood in front of 350,000 people at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. She walked the red carpet at the base of the famous pagoda, surrounded by what NBC Sports accurately described as absolute throngs of fans.
100, take a look at this here. A woman of the people. See, now I gotta go to an Indy 500 to see what's really going on. I gotta go to one now. Indy 500 and F1 is on my list.
Thank you so much. Ready for everybody. The honorary star for the 110
Take a look at this. She's truly a woman of the people. Now I've got to go to an Indy 500 to see what's really going on. I've got to go to one now. Indy 500 and F1 are on my list. Thank you so much, everybody. She was celebrated as the honorary star.
Picking Marcus Ericsson, won in 2022. There's a reason he's right in the middle. I guess other people have the same idea.
All right, the pick is in, and then this is her announcing, telling the drivers it's time to get to the cars because it's go time.
She posted a video from inside the speedway showing a literal sea of people following her every move. She looked into the camera and said, "Hey, it's Caitlin. I'm here at the Indy 500 with all my friends, excited to be here for the first time." She then walked to the victory podium microphone in front of the largest single-day sporting event on the planet, 350,000 people in person and millions more watching on Fox.
Her way down, her crumpet fingers just got cheap. How did she get in? Who let her in? Stephanie White made an appearance, you guys. I don't know. Look, whatever, dog. Whatever.
Here, Gasoline Alley Fever head coach Stephanie White joins me now. And Steph, you know the 500. What's this day like for you?
I mean, it's this is actually the first time I've ever been to the race. I've been to qualifications.
Oh, of course. Just like Caitlin Clark's your first time with Team USA. Like you just latching on.
And she delivered the words that officially start the most famous race in America. "Gentlemen, start your engines," as Caitlin Clark served as Grand Marshal of the 110th Indianapolis 500, the greatest spectacle in racing. While this historic moment unfolded, Clark became the first WNBA player ever to hold this honor, as 350,000 fans watched in person and millions more tuned in on Fox, even as critics online continued trying to diminish her impact and question her value despite the massive cultural moments she keeps creating. Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman had already pointed out the jealousy surrounding her rise, and this Indy 500 appearance highlighted a clear gap between real-world influence and online narratives. With celebrities like Brendan Fraser, Kurt Signetti, Alec Pierce, and Jordan Sparks in attendance, Caitlin Clark stood at the center of one of America's biggest sporting events, proving once again that her influence extends far beyond basketball and into the heart of mainstream sports culture.
They always gonna say.
It has to be said, and I have to call it out and call it for what it is. It is starting to become evident. I'm somebody who noticed it her rookie year, and it was so weird, but it's now going into her third year, and it's the same nonsense, and it's constantly...
All these years passed, and Stephanie White had never attended the Indy 500 red carpet. During a televised interview, she casually admitted this was actually her first time ever attending the race, and many fans immediately questioned the timing. White has been connected to Indiana basketball for decades, yet she chose to appear at the event the exact moment Caitlin Clark, her franchise point guard, was named Grand Marshal. Critics viewed it as opportunistic, especially as Clark continued drawing national attention, massive media coverage, and huge crowds everywhere she went. While Clark stood at the center of the cultural spotlight, White was seen smiling for cameras and embracing the publicity surrounding the event. Fans online argued that you cannot spend weeks criticizing or limiting your superstar in press conferences and then suddenly become a public supporter once the cameras arrive. Meanwhile, Clark posted videos from inside the speedway showing fans following her everywhere, surrounding her with non-stop energy and excitement. People weren't simply watching from a distance, they moved toward her in massive crowds, reacting to her presence like a true sports icon. Looking into the camera and calling the crowd, "all my friends," Clark showed just how deeply connected she has become with the state of Indiana. To fully understand the magnitude of this moment, it has to be viewed in the context of the difficult and highly controversial week Caitlin Clark had just endured.
And why people are now knowing these other players' names. I am sitting here looking at jersey sales for professional basketball players. And Caitlin Clark is number 2, and that's over all professional basketball players.
Yeah.
You have Curry, who is an NBA player, who's number 1. Then you have Caitlin Clark, followed by LeBron James.
This week, Nancy Lieberman publicly called on WNBA guards to stop being petty and jealous toward Caitlin Clark. NBA veteran Austin Rivers also posted a viral video criticizing the WNBA old guard for what he described as a lack of appreciation for Clark's impact on the league. Clark herself calmly acknowledged that some WNBA media narratives are not 110% real, while the league office faced backlash for using bench players in a promotional graphic instead of featuring her. At the same time, Stephanie White reportedly received a formal warning and fine from the league office. Yet, in the middle of all that controversy, criticism, and debate, Caitlin Clark arrived at the Indianapolis 500 as Grand Marshal. Standing in front of the world's largest single-day sporting event, she delivered the iconic start command on Fox before millions of viewers. With her presence, confidence, and the enormous crowd surrounding her, Clark once again demonstrated that the attempts to minimize her influence are going against a cultural and economic wave that continues growing larger every day. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway chose Caitlin Clark because 350,000 people genuinely wanted to see her there. The decision was based on energy, excitement, engagement, and the massive cultural impact she brings, not on manufactured promotion or outside narratives. In 2026, Clark was the obvious choice to serve as Grand Marshal because of the attention and connection she creates everywhere she goes. However, to remain fair and balanced, there are still basketball concerns surrounding the season. Clark has faced moments of struggle, questions about injuries, turnover issues averaging around 6 per game, and ongoing debates about coaching decisions and team rotations. Despite those concerns, none of it mattered during the Indy 500 moment. On that day, Caitlin Clark walked the red carpet at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, delivered the iconic race command, and received cheers from fans who viewed her not as a distant celebrity, but as someone who truly belongs to Indiana. Supporters believe this moment represented a powerful response to critics and negative narratives surrounding her rise. While debates continue online and across sports media, Clark's popularity, fan support, and influence continue growing at every level, from Iowa to the WNBA, Team USA conversations, and now the Indianapolis 500. Everywhere she goes, the crowds follow, proving that her connection with fans is something authentic that cannot simply be created through marketing or erased through criticism.
Your first 500?
Second, I came last year.
Second, describe
Yes.
the vibe, and I saw you checking out the track. What were you looking at with the race cars?
Just got to see the cars, see them preparing, going through their checklist. It's really cool, really exciting. You can just feel the energy, the buzz. I mean, it's only like 8:30 and people are already here, so it's awesome.
Obviously, you're an athlete of a different variety, but you must appreciate the race car drivers' athleticism and what they bring to their sport.
For sure, we were just at the garages and kind of learning about the car, learning about what goes into it. And I mean, they're in 160 degrees, losing 15 pounds of body weight through sweat. So, I mean, they're insane athletes. It's really cool just to see the lead up to this moment.